This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning. In the morning.
Shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Cast of Barbershop, The Next Cut, with Shade 45's morning host and our guest moderator, Sway Calloway.
Right. Oh, really? You're all so kind. You're all so kind. We are live right here at Sirius XM. We have all gathered for a Barbershop 3 town hall discussion that's going to take place. And we brought some very special guests with us. We have our subscribers from Sirius XM. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Shout out to subscribers.
All right. Now, joining me in moderating this discussion, I want to introduce to you guys, in case you don't know who is sitting next to me. I know we got legends walking in here today, but we also got legends that are already in here.
Woo!
If it wasn't for this woman sitting next to me, all these reality shows that you see on TV today would not exist. It was her.
Let it be known.
It was her personality that made reality TV exciting and appealing and alluring. It was her. It was her who started the first fight on TV that's gone down on history.
It's different when you defend yourself. I was defending myself.
She was defending herself and made a song called All Glocks Down. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Heather B.
Thank y'all so much. We're so excited to have you guys here. Thank you so much.
Also joining me, you look at her right now. When you look at her in the present, you are actually witnessing the future, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, it's magical.
The future right here. It's Tracy G, who, I stepped up.
If you want
She's
to
responsible for her movement,
She's
Beauty and the Beast, that you could go on her platform and listen to her new EP.
Yeah, on she'sbeautyandthebeast.com. If anyone's into affirmations, just good, powerful self-talk, I'm your partner in light, yo. Let's get it.
That's what's up. Tracy G, ladies and gentlemen. Give her
Happy
a
to
round
have
of
y'all.
applause. And now, without further ado, I want to bring the entire cast, as many cast members as we have here today. Who are we going to start off with? You want to start off with one of the funniest guys on a small and big screen. He's been having a reoccurring role with this Barbershop series. We know him as Eddie. But listen, man, this dude has been a leading man in many of films, including the Johnson Family. He's done a lot. He's done a lot in this field of film and TV. He's one of the best pop lockers the business has ever seen. Give it up for Cedric the Entertainer.
Yay!
Look at him.
Look at him.
There he goes. Ladies and oh my God. He's a citizen of Sway in the morning. Sway in the morning. Okay,
Thank you, my love.
that's what's up. Cedric the Entertainer. Look at his sweater, ladies and gentlemen. You the first one. Come sit out with us. Hey, man, it's all family.
Said he looking smooth.
Word. Let
Next.
it be known.
There it is. Yeah, you look great, man.
How's everybody doing? You check out the voice when I went down.
You got real Barry White right there.
Everybody. How's
Very
everyone?
moist voice right there. Next up, man, what can I say about this young lady? She upheld the tradition of excellence when it came to lyrical output.
Absolutely.
For years she has. Representing Philadelphia, man. We've seen her go all around the world. She, like Ice Cube, has transformed from just being a recording artist to a TV star, a movie star. She's an internationally known, iconic person now. Businesswoman, and just all around down to earth person and beautiful. The one and only Evie.
That's all right.
Hey, gorgeous.
You see Cedric right there. Did you get excited? Okay. Does Cedric excite you, Eve? Yes.
We saw each other all morning. We've been up.
Okay. Who we got next?
Hall.
Oh, Regina's here?
Yay!
Oh my gosh, I didn't know Regina was coming.
You gonna let her know about your situation?
Stop.
Too early?
First time I met her in person, I told her she's so gifted at what she does.
Yeah.
You know that even when I've seen her in more comedy type movies than I have anything else. And so when I look at her in person, I feel good about myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because my only memories of her are moments where she's made me laugh, and that's a testament to her true skill and her talent as an actress. She plays a very important role in Barbershop 3 as well. Please welcome Regina Hall, ladies. You saw Regina blew me a kiss, Evan.
I see you start. You told me to stop and you
I'm
start.
just saying, she blew me a kiss, Cedric.
He blew you a kiss
All
too.
new furniture.
Yeah, right?
Soon as she show up.
All new furniture.
All new furniture.
All new furniture.
As soon as I look at her, I'll be like, girl, you about to get an ottoman.
Wow.
All right. Next up, man. He's the reason we're here today. You know, and I consider this guy a friend. I remember when he first came out with CIA and then NWA, and watched these guys independently just become one of the most, I don't know, important, impactful rap groups that rap has seen at its time.
Absolutely.
And then watching him transform from just a recording artist to a TV star, to a movie star, a TV star, executive producer, a writer, a great dad, just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It goes on and on and on. Please welcome Ice Cube.
Yeah. Thank you.
The other one here too? Oh, okay. This is it. All right. Okay, we can give it up for the cast of Barbershop 3, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, man, have you guys got tired of hanging out? Regina and Ice Cube, you guys doing so much together, man. You haven't got tired of this yet?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Oh, we have fun.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Pumping this movie has, been real cool. I've been, after doing the movie, like doing this thing with Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
Right along.
Kevin is cool. He got a lot of energy. But this right here is like, being with your family, like out. You know what I mean? Kevin's like being with your crazy cousin that you can't handle. It's like being with your brothers and sisters, really.
Yeah, the movie already. We did the VH1 special, Cedric. I'm gonna go ahead and shamelessly plug that. Last night, did you see it, Cube? Did you get a chance to watch the clips yet?
I was working. Man.
Okay, see, I knew you didn't. You didn't watch it. It was about you, Cube.
I heard it was great.
Got a good response, and that's what's interesting about this movie. People have yet to see the movie, and it's already generating a lot of buzz. Eve, you been hearing stuff, or you feel that?
Yes, no, people are excited, like very excited, and we were talking about that before. Like when we did our press run, you can feel the excitement from people. It's not pretend. It's like, what's going on and what's happening, and oh my God, it's such a good message. Like, which makes us even more excited to promote it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Heather, I don't know if you realize this, but in the movie, Eve and Common are a couple.
Oh, damn, you're going to break it down to her right here?
I heard.
I don't know how you're going to take
And
that.
they happy.
They happy, Regina?
Yeah. It's some scenes that I mean. You might.
But you should see it just because you got to see it. But yeah.
Eve, how did your husband feel about that? Let me start trouble at home. How did your husband feel about that?
When we saw the premiere, he actually was like, "You forgot to tell me about that part." Like, there's a part. It's nothing crazy at all. But there was one part where I just ad-libbed a little something, and he was like, "Oh, you didn't tell me. What happened?" I was like, I'm just thinking about you.
Was that awkward though? Because you and Common, like, how long have you known Common?
For a long time, like for a long, long time. So yeah, it is awkward. And this is the first time my husband ever seen me act, at anything. So, and we had really good chemistry because Common's a good dude. And he's a great actor. So we did have good, and he's good to look at. So, so we had good chemistry. So it was awkward to watch it with your man,
right?
But it's professional. I'm a professional.
In the name of art.
In the name of art.
Okay, that's a good. So if I mess up in my relationship,
no.
You
see how things get flipped.
If it's on the radio, yeah.
Yeah. On the radio?
No.
Okay.
You to give you a hall pass.
Regina to be so funny, man. She be looking at you kind of serious, and you feel like you in trouble, right?
Not nervous?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So Cedric, you this is I've seen you in leading roles, leading man roles. I've seen you as supporting roles. In most roles, I always see you being funny, right? Is it a pressure for you to always deliver and be funny while on set?
Well, I mean, it's a comedy, so it is that thing where people expect you to bring it, and I think especially for this one, me being a part of all three of them, and we added a lot of comedians in this, and we kind of I like the idea of setting the tone, like it was kind of course, you want to be respectful to the script and the words, but then I also because I was this character for so long, I was able to improv a lot and just kind of add that freedom. And I think that opened it up for the JB Smooths and the Dion Coles and these guys who were, new to the movie and great comedians themselves. They started to really open up, and then the movie just gets even stronger. And so it is that pressure to kind of set the pace, if you will, be the pace car.
Yeah, you're the pace car, right?
Yeah.
You're a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
Like wasn't Lamar Lamorne is in that too,
Yeah,
right?
Lamorne kills it.
Yeah, and I was thinking about him because, he still gotta, establish his identity in the game.
Exactly.
Do when you see young comedians coming up, do you embrace them or do you give them the business? Like I give people the business when they come up in here. I don't make it easy on them.
Yeah, me, if you shown that you really, work at it and want to get down, and I can see it by, some of the things you've done before, I'm more of an embrace you kind of comedian, like try to get people to like find themselves and trust themselves even more so. And I think that's like because all of those guys, when you can be one, Ice Cube super intimidating, right?
Yeah.
So they come on the set and they like looking at Ice Cube. They don't know what to call him, they in and out of and so I'm like, no, man, he cool, like what I'm saying. So then you have to loosen up, and then but if you play too much, he will like check the whole situation. So then you be like, is he serious right now? You like try. Try to see if he's serious or not. Yeah, I think he's serious. You should stop acting. But it's an environment of love, man. And so, and I think that, and all those guys, man, Lamorne, we had the Indian kid, Utkarsh.
Yeah.
Man, he kills it.
Funny.
And everybody comes in there and we're able to deliver in their space. And I think that's what you want in a movie like this. This
movie is really interesting. It's a careful balance between real life, real issues that people in Chicago and cities like it face around the country, and then comedy at the same time, right? Q, how do you know when the comedy is inappropriate?
Well, I think when the comedy is inappropriate, you probably having a good day because you want to push all the boundaries you can. We got a PG-13 movie, but you want to push the boundaries and let the editor deal with it. To me, it's really all about performing when you got a chance and not holding back. If you go into it like, oh, we doing this, we gotta be cool here, we gotta be cool there, you don't get that magic. I think you let people go, and people on our movie, we got, like I said, we got PG-13 movie, but if you have to cuss to get a performance out, we'll cut around it. You know what I mean? So it's just really all about making sure the actors are loose and that they have no boundaries. And I think from there, it's really all about cutting the movie right and measuring the tone. And sometimes you need a laugh. You need that release valve. And so that's what we try to do. We try to make sure that, and Malcolm is great at it. Malcolm is one of the best at taking a funny subject matter or taking things that's funny, but real situations, because if you look at Best Man Holiday, I mean, I was looking at that with my wife, and she kind of told me what was going to happen. I'm like, damn, for real? You know what I mean? It go down like that? She's like, yes, it's a serious movie. Yeah. So, I was like, Malcolm is perfect for this tone, to be able to have this serious subject, but to have it funny all the way through.
Yep. Barbershop 3 in theaters Friday.
Barbershop the next cut.
Excuse me, the next cut. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barbershop 3 is a bad word.
Yeah. Okay, that's a bad word.
It's a bad word.
Okay. Barbershop.
Just in the movie game, you don't want to say 3.
Okay.
People think,
really?
Damn, I'm only getting the third one.
Oh, okay. So that's taboo.
Is it?
That's taboo.
It's kind of taboo. People don't really want to hear that I'm going to see part 7. They want to just know that you're doing a great movie. But they called it Furious 7. They kind of threw a little twang in there.
Okay,
Yeah,
Barbershop.
You got to flip it a little bit.
Barbershop, the next cut.
Yeah.
It's out Friday, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
Feels right.
We're going to
It
come
feels
back
right. It feels right.
and talk to Regina Hall. Also,
Yay!
you know,
Yeah,
that's a
That was
soundtrack.
pretty
That was pretty
good.
good,
That
right?
was good.
She been
A
working
little
on it.
singy at the end
Yeah,
too.
it got up
Yeah,
an
Yeah,
octave.
she like,
This is Real People off the soundtrack featuring Common and Ice Cube. Sway in the morning. Shade
Barbershop, the next cut. From our New York City studios, here's our host, Sway Calloway.
So you playing celebrity Bob and I'm Mr. Mom.
You're the one who said you wanted to spend more time with Maya and Kenny, so what's the problem?
Sometime half your clients was mine to start.
Oh, you complaining now? When Kenny's mom asked if he could spend the remainder of high school with us, I was cool with it. But since he's been with us, he's done nothing to help out.
Yeah, come on now.
It's like we have two Tyler's in the house.
It's a new situation.
It's not
no,
a new
it is
situation.
a new situation.
It's been a
taking
year.
a little
You
time.
being
You
too
know how long
soft
he
on
was his
him.
mother.
I understand
I know.
that.
All right, y'all.
But
Y'all
it's
tear
too
to the side.
Yo, do y'all need a minute? Because we'll all leave.
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave.
That's a clip
It's like
from
Love and Hip Hop
Barbershop, the
reunion
next
in
cut,
here.
ladies and gentlemen. Out this Friday. Sound like Eve and Common were arguing.
We were arguing. Yeah.
What was that about? Was that-
Lovers quarrel.
Yeah.
You
Love
can get
is
in right
quarrel.
there. You can get in right there.
Right.
You see
right.
it? You watching me, Regina? You
No.
see it?
Opening.
We bring it back to love, though. You see, I mean, it's like you said, Barbershop deals with real issues, and one of those real issues, being in love and trying to make things work, and you working hard for your family. And Terry now is like a celebrity stylist, honey. So she,
And the breadwinner. She's the
and
breadwinner.
yeah, she's the breadwinner. So you see them go through like, where you at? Why you not home? Like, what's the deal? What's going on? So yeah, you see them get through it, but they do bring it back to love.
It's so funny because this morning we had a conversation about working with someone who you with and how difficult that could be. Q, we know you're married. Eve, you're married. Say you Regina, you married? Oh, okay. No. All right. So everybody, I know I'm married, but I don't have my ring. That's a whole nother issue with my husband. But how is it? Like, how would you say, Eve, for you working with your husband? You think you guys could be that close together?
No, we could not work together. Me and my husband definitely couldn't. Definitely couldn't.
Wow. Seth, what about you?
No.
We've tried to. My wife is a stylist, so I worked with her on my first movie, and long as we kind of, like, and she's kind of like that. She does her business and kind of get out the way, like.
Yeah.
But like, long as she doesn't like try to walk up and tell me jokes and stuff, what I mean? I think we could be fine. Like.
Okay. All right.
Tell him
Long as you're trying to tell you
Yeah,
jokes.
listen, go in there with it. First of all, say this when you do that.
Okay. Regina, your character plays a really important role in the movie. It's a lot. I don't know what I'm allowed to say or not. Because
Just don't tell the plot.
don't tell the plot.
Yeah, don't spoil the movie.
Okay. Nah, I can't say that then.
Damn, Sway.
It's so many. I could say how the shop setup is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So now here we have a situation where, Regina, your character is actually partners with Cube's character, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Calvin says, and the shop should be renamed, I think, Calvin and Angie.
Wait a minute
But see,
now.
there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I keep
Damn
getting
minute.
negative.
Yeah.
But, one of the great things is that, during the 12 years is that both shops have had some economic challenges. So we've merged.
Mhm.
And so now it's, Calvin's and Angie's, but it's just called Calvin's. But one side of the shop is the ladies. And so it's kind of good because, Calvin has somebody he has to be responsible to in a different way than he did before.
Your character is, I dare say, a little serious in this.
Yeah, probably. Yes, probably people would expect it to be, more comedic. But yeah, no, she's got a lot more layers than that.
But does it matter to you? Is it harder playing more layered characters? Oh, sorry, or more of a comedic character?
No, I mean you just a character's a character. I love them both. I put the same amount, of work in. Look at all the pretty people. I put the same amount of
Pretty
work
people
into
stare.
into everything. So yeah, both of them I love.
Both of them you love.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we love watching you, Regina.
Thank you.
Somebody just came in. He came. This happened to me yesterday. I was supposed to do a thing at Facebook, a Q&A. And Facebook hit me and said, "Man, Sway, we want you to come." And I said, "Oh, I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm got to catch up on my programs at the house." And it's like, "Well, we want you to come and do a Q&A live with Common." Oh, really? I said, okay, cool. Well, let me rush down from uptown to get there. How much time I got? I got there on time. And then when I got to Facebook, they said, oh, Common's not doing it now. So if we just want
Oh, damn.
Sway, I ain't know nothing about that.
You didn't know nothing about that? Oh, all right. But he's on time now, right?
Nah,
Common, ladies and gentlemen.
You know I wouldn't have had you out there like that. You know how we do, bro.
Oh, no, man. I had a good time, man. I was telling people I wrote Glory. I was getting all kinds of questions. I was killing them, dude. Hey, man. I got a lot of accolades. Welcome, Common, to the town hall. Common, your character had a really interesting dynamic with Nicki Minaj's character, right?
Yeah, it was. My character he's married to Eve's character Terry, and he he trying to do the right thing, but he really getting tempted by Nicki Minaj's character, and it's like, she kind of offering something that he not getting in his marriage, or he hasn't expressed to his wife that he's missing. So, he gets that, and he's lured in there. It was a struggle, as we said, right? It was a struggle.
Yeah.
Really
struggle. The struggle.
It's hard out there, man.
You know what I'm curious about? Since we see a whole different energy because we've got testosterone that's blending with estrogen. What new things did you guys learn about the opposite sex from the characters that you guys were portraying and maybe even off camera as well?
Wow. New things? I mean, I know a lot about estrogen, I guess. So I didn't really learn nothing new. I just know, they like their opinion to be heard. So I guess you got to make sure you give an ear for that because it's coming, whether you want it or not. So it's cool. It's a great dynamic in the shop. I think it adds, flavor to me. It adds to our female viewer. They, finally their point of view getting heard because we know it go down in the beauty shop too.
Yeah.
It's the same exact way. So to be able to merge a beauty shop and a barbershop, you just get the best of both worlds, and and you get everybody involved, and it's just a dope, step forward for the franchise.
Absolutely.
Man, I'm just looking at Eve, Ice Cube, Common, Nicki Minaj, all on the
Tiger.
same. Tiger.
Right.
Did I forget any other?
I rhyme.
I was going to say, Regina, you was in the cypher?
They keep forgetting.
Hold up, Regina. Give me 8 bars right now.
Hold on.
I was about to do it, but I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to upstage any of my co-stars.
Yeah.
So
She don't freestyle, man.
She don't freestyle?
It's paid style.
Yeah, paid style.
Paid style.
Did y'all talk about rap music on the set? Like, Eve, you and Nicki, I would imagine y'all would pull each other aside and... No,
we didn't talk about it. I mean, we talked about other things. We, like when the cameras are off, we talked about different things. But we really honestly didn't talk about music. I mean, obviously there was music talked about because Cube and Common did a dope record.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't talk about it.
Regina, they didn't ask you to be on that Real People record?
I'm going to tell you. I think I asked. Cube says he doesn't remember. I don't know that that's true. But I know I asked Cube and I just said, can somebody say my name? Can somebody say my name in the song? You remember?
Nope, I actually
Once
do
again,
remember that on set.
There's no Regina Hall in the song.
Regina Hall. We just said your name.
No, and the song.
We're going to do the remix.
That's it.
We'll put her on it, right? All right. We're going to take some questions from our audience members. They earned a chance to be here today.
Yeah.
They had to go through an initiation to get here and ask some of the dopest questions you've ever heard.
They hate y'all.
Let's say your name.
Initiation.
My name is Tahisha Atkins from Mount Vernon, New York, and my question
Money
is,
earning Mount Vernon.
how will this movie represent Black Lives Matter?
Well, I think, Black Lives Matter, at the core of it is really about authorities, killing citizens. And, a lot of people get it blurred with black on black crime, like that they're the same thing, but it's not. It's apples and oranges to me. Black on black crime happens, just like white on white crime happens, just like Mexican on Mexican crime happens. Anybody, in a community usually commits crimes against other people in their community. So let's set that aside. Black Lives Matter to me is dealing with the authorities killing citizens. Now, that's a whole different conversation than citizen killing citizens. So, our movie is really dealing more with black on black crime, with what's really going on between us. Not really necessarily what the police are doing to us, but what's happening between us and our own community and how we can stop it. The things that we can do to just initiate a change. And, our movie really speaks on that. That's really the fabric of Barbershop. The Next Cut is Calvin trying to keep his son out the streets. And then we just wrap it up in a whole lot of fun comedy. But that's kind of how we dealing with that kind of situation.
All right. That's a good question.
Lord Jinx from the Bronx. My question is basically, how important was it to keep the family theme in most, in the current movie, and keep it around as far as,
It's real important. I think that's the universal message in the movie. Of course, we talk about all the celebrities, we talk about all the politicians, and we do that, and that's fun. But the movie really is about family, and it's about fathers stepping up, being involved, and not just kicking back and letting your kids do what they want to do. So it's really about us stepping up as a community too, and not waiting for help so much, not always waiting for the president or the mayor or this one or that one to come in and fix things, but what can we do to fix things? So we try to hit on all those themes, and I think all those themes are somewhat wrapped around family.
All right, we'll take one more.
My name is Ashley Rohan from the Bronx, and my question was, what obstacles did the new cast members had to overcome stepping into a movie franchise that's been doing so well this past time?
Well, I really honestly didn't feel too many obstacles. I didn't feel any obstacles besides just wanting to come in and be a part of and be a part of the team. And it wasn't an obstacle. It just was like just getting in there and being around everybody. But I knew a lot of the squad already, so it was like, it wasn't no obstacles. It was just fun, and then I got to learn more about, I got to know Q better, and I got to be around Ced even more, and I got to know Regina and got to know Eve even more. So it was just more getting closer with everybody than obstacles, and just being a part of the team is everything.
Said after Common won the Academy Award, was it difficult, like just getting to his trailer at all?
Common is a very peaceful man, and but the first couple of days, once you get to his security, and you meet the dogs, you befriend them,
and they sniff you out.
And they sniff you out, and you learn the different passcodes to come into his trailer. It's after that,
all right, man.
Easy peasy.
All right, we're going to come back with more questions for the cast of The Barbershop, The Next Cut, Sway in the Morning, Shade 45, 888-742-3345. I'm going to go to a song off the soundtrack that was at one point was one of my favorite hip-hop songs of all time. It's where Common Cube, you can relate. Said too. This is where I learned how to pop to Jimmy Castor. The Jimmy Castor blunts just begun. I don't know how you got this on the soundtrack.
It's Town Hall with the cast of Barbershop, The Next Cut. We return with our host, Sway Calloway.
That's right, man. We got the cast. Common just arrived, too. Give it up for Common, too. Regina Hall is here. Eve is here. Ice Cube is here. And Cedric the Entertainer. I don't know if anybody really noticed, and this is a good friend of mine, so I feel comfortable saying this, but anybody see Common's arms? Look at his arms right now.
Chill out, man. Come on,
All
man.
summer
Show
16.
them off, man.
Come on,
Got
man.
the little sleeves. Show them
I show my arms, man. I'm supposed to have on a jacket, man. So.
Yeah. All right, we got.
He battling with the Rock right now. He like he want to go up against the Rock. So he trying to be Fast and Furious. I told him that last night.
But I noticed that in the movie too, man. You kind of really showing, a whole nother layer to yourself, man. Was that important to you to bring that out of this character?
Nah, I'm just trying to stay fit, man. Trying to stay healthy. That's it, man.
Wait, why you trying to put somebody on the spot?
Man, I got you, man.
Listening to some of the clips, we've been talking about it all week about the crazy stuff that happened in barbershops and hair and nail salons and beauty parlors. I remember one time being someplace uptown and a dude came in selling lobster tails, and for real, in the Dominican, I swear to you, the Dominican spot, and you see flowers. Like anything crazy ever happened to one of y'all while you was getting your hair cut or in the beauty parlor?
Oh, that's constantly in the barbershop. It's always something. I mean, especially around the holiday time.
Yeah.
You can make orders. You be like, yo, I need a 50-inch flat screen. You can just literally make an order in the barbershop. It's like that was the first online shopping.
It was.
You just sit in one spot. Hey, you know what I need, bro? Can you get a Viking stove?
It's funny when the dudes come through there with the trunk full of clothes. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, man, what kind of shoes you want? What kind of shirts you want? Where you get all this from, man?
Fall off the truck.
Get all this
Fell
from,
off the
bro?
truck.
Yeah, you gotta swap me in your trunk, bro.
What'd you say, Regina?
They always look a little suspect or a little off-brand.
They are suspect.
I'm always surprised, but the meat and like lobster, that's the one that's always a little questionable.
Yeah,
Somebody got
meat.
like just random meat in their car. You like, bro, I don't know if I trust these porterhouses coming out the back of your
lobster tails from Whole Foods.
But you know what? What's the proper way? Have you guys ever been in a situation where you had to break up with your hairstylist or with your barber?
It's so hard.
It's hard.
How do you do that?
In a relationship.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's horrible.
Because you can't really even have the conversation.
No.
You just go
Because
ghost.
also you love that person so much.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they will probably bring you back.
And
Because
they
you
know
feel
a lot
so
of
bad,
stuff.
and
They know a lot of
so
stuff.
much
You know, you talk to
and
them
they've
about
seen you
everything.
under construction.
Yeah.
Like they know the secret that happens. Like it's hard, y'all. It's hard. You may wind up changing numbers.
And
And,
then, but then you see him with your new barber, you be like, be Gerald, man. Gerald, that's Reggie. Can't even say nothing. You just, man. You good?
You good?
Yeah, you good?
We good.
we talk to me.
Yeah. Girls over talk it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all tell everything in the beauty salon though?
I think to the person.
To your stylist,
To
you
your
talk a
style-
lot.
yeah.
She tells everything too, though. It's not like you don't get
That's
everything
true.
going on in her life.
That's
Okay.
true.
Her life might not get the headlines. Your life might get.
Well, yeah.
Y'all got to watch out for that, right?
You trust who you trust, though. It's such an
Yeah.
intimate relationship,
It
and you
is.
spend hours usually with that person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it's a bond.
It's
Like you know, you want to hope that she don't
And
have
you
no
don't
secret
plan to
pictures of
leave.
you.
You never plan to
somewhere.
leave.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You kind of plan. You get comfortable with your stylist,
Yes.
knowing your hair, the issues. So you really want to stay.
You want to stay.
Okay. It's like
That's some of the quietest time. I remember for first barbershop, I actually grew my hair like that. So I still had to start going to a girl to get my hair braided. And so at that point, you realize you don't talk as much because it's like, I don't really know what to say to you. So that's some of my quietest time in my life was just like, I had to cut my hair off so I could talk again, man.
You know, what are the things about this movie that I think, without telling the plot, that I think is really important is how it shows the barbershop being a foundation in any community. Like we all grown up around barbershops, in and out of barbershops, and we all learned something at that barbershop, or got advice, or, maybe got, I don't know, got some questions answered. We actually went to TNT, called TNT on the south side?
TNT, yeah.
On the south side of Chicago, and had a great conversation. This is where you grew up.
Yeah, that's the shop, one of the shops that I went to when I was a shorty, and Yeah, we went there and like, the shops is like you said, that's the place where you just could talk about anything. Plus, you would see like older dudes there, younger dudes. You hear music, some of the music that you might not even play yourself. You get introduced to music at the shops, and my man Ty, man, I want to shout him out because he hooked me up for a long time with with my fade when I had hair and stuff.
So you don't go to a barbershop now, or you just do it at home?
Yeah, no, now I got my guy Junior. He been cutting me when y'all was saying breaking up with your barber or hairstylist. Like he been cutting me for like 18 years.
Wow.
And he's out here he's in Brooklyn. At the shop. It used to be called Legends, but a lot of the brothers is Trinidadians up in there, and it's dope, man. I love that spot. So I fly him wherever if I need to for for those special cuts. So that's what it is. I go to the shop sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So you fly a barber from Brooklyn to shave you bald.
Yes. and he got to do my beard right too, man. You want your beard right.
Oh, okay.
When you don't got no hair, man, you want your beard tight. And I can't, I'm a believer in like you let the best people do your, like do the work. I don't be trying to do it myself. I remember I tried to cut my hair, man, and I had this big old part. Like it was bad, man. I got a picture of it.
Yo, you got a picture of it.
Yeah.
Burn those. Hey, dude. No, this man. I'm joking, man. Cuban comment, I'm a joke with a lot and said. And Regina, I'm just going to be intimidated by. Let's take some more questions from the audience.
Hi, I'm Yasmin from Newark, New Jersey.
Jersey, stand up.
My question is, how do you feel the movie is staying realistic to today's depiction of the mom and pop barbershop?
That's essential. We want to make sure that it feel like a real barbershop, sound like a real barbershop, and that you feel like you're in it with us and not just watching the movie, but that you're in one of the chairs. So we want to make sure that we did everything possible to be authentic to mom and pop barbershop, because we feel like that's a staple in the community that doesn't get enough shine for what it does for the community. Barbers and beauticians really keep our self-esteem up, and they really keep us feeling proud about ourselves, even if it's just the look, and we take it from there. So I think it's movie worthy to me that these kind of unsung heroes do so much to keep us feeling good about ourselves. Because you walk in a beauty shop, barbershop, most of the time when you walk out, you're gonna feel better than you did when you walked in. So we felt like, they should be celebrated, and to celebrate them, the thing is to be as authentic as you can with the movie, and still entertain people. So we try to do our best to make it hot, make it right.
All right. Next question.
Good morning. My name is Dolores Soares. I'm from Brooklyn, and I want to know who's the funniest of the group, on and off.
Regina Hall.
Regina's funny.
I was gonna say
Regina Hall. Secret weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Regina. Man, said though. Y'all
Said is like he's
a beast.
Yeah, he's
like a guru.
And
he's funny without even
That's what
trying.
I mean, yeah.
Said is funny without even trying. He could just be telling you about something, and you just want to laugh because it's saying it.
Yeah.
But Regina, she hits you with those, surprise strikes.
Right.
You be talking to Regina about something, and he was like, "Damn, she just hit me with a joke."
Yes.
That was funny. But you gotta stay with her because she good at that. She's so good at that.
We were top heavy though with comedy in this movie. I mean, JB Smooth, Dion Cole, everybody was amazing. Lamorne Moore, he was like quick and like odd and opposite. Like it was hilarious. People was funny. Eve.
Yep, Eve, Nikki.
It's just it was a lot of good comedy in it. People was like confident in themselves and would just say things that just work, like, but, so we would laugh quite a bit, like on and off camera.
Eve, man, I'm just looking at I've known you for so long, but all the work that Eve has done, man. Let's give her a round of applause, man. All of the You've come a long way, man. You've come a long way.
I've been blessed.
Yeah.
Definitely blessed, yeah.
Okay, next question.
David Hayden from the Bronx.
Down.
Besides the movie, what other things are you guys focusing on right now? And can you share a message with America's youth?
We focus on this movie, really.
Yeah.
Right. Well, um, I'm focused on Barbershop, the next cut, and and then Barbershop, the next cut.
There it is. All right.
Yeah.
Dude is busy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it's all about right now.
Yeah.
I don't even think nothing else happening in the world.
No.
They got some kind of presidential election, but Barbershop, the next cut is really.
But
you know.
but also going back to you saying a message for the youth, Barbershop, the next cut is a message for. I mean, it has everything.
It's crazy. When we were shooting it, I didn't even know how. It's amazing how you shoot something, last year, but how like relevant it is to
Yep.
right now.
Yeah.
It's like it's amazing.
Yeah.
How much like putting together the movie? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, we all see the final cut, 2 hours, of the movie. But how much of your time? How long does it take to put the whole production together? Things that we don't see. How much of your time do you have to commit to this?
Well, when you first start a movie, the pre-production process, and that's even before you write the script. The script might take 2-3 months to get where you say, okay, we can shoot this. And then it takes about 10 weeks of pre-production of, hiring the people you're going to hire, get the locations you're going to get, make sure the wardrobe, this is right, the set design is right. You're just doing all the stuff. You're kind of getting cocked and loaded and ready for the shoot. And then, most movies, it's another 8 to 10 weeks to shoot them. And then the editing process, which is called post-production, you might go through another 12 weeks, 15 weeks of cutting it together, adding all the sound, adding all the music, all these little different, looking at different cuts of it, seeing which scenes work the best. And, so that's the process. It could be, a 6 to 8 month process really from start to finish in a way. Yeah.
That's a lot of game right
Word
there.
up.
Boy.
A lot of game right there,
About to go
boy.
make a movie. Yeah, we're gonna come back, man. We got the cast of Barbershop, the next cut. We're gonna take some more questions. 888-742-3345. It's Lizzo. She's also featured on the soundtrack, The Barbershop, the next cut.
The cast of Barbershop, the next cut. Here's our host, Shade 45's Sway Calloway.
That was a clip from Barbershop, the next cut. It feels the dichotomy, like when you, it's surreal to hear Ice Cube in that role reprimanding his son about joining gangs and being in these streets. And this is the founder of Niggas with Attitudes, right? You come a long way, dude.
Hey, man. We was actually doing the music to get out the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, it's really, to me, perfect progression.
Yeah.
I think we got to start delivering the message that, it's cool to do what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. It's cool to handle your business, and that got to be what we push out there because I don't know when it got cool to be stupid. Because, I used to get cool grades. You know what I mean? I wasn't getting no fails and no D's and no, F's and all that stuff. So I was getting a lot of C's. But still, I used to like being in school. I used to like learning new stuff, really figuring it out. You know what I mean? Like you go in there, you don't know what's going on, and then it clicks. You figure it out. I used to like that because I'm like, I got that. I know that. If I don't know nothing, I know that damn division or whatever.
Right, yeah.
I know them fractions, whatever you working on. But so I used to dig it. So I didn't understand, dudes who came to school and never went to class. I'm like, dude, you here 8 hours a day. You better get what they got up in here. Man, hanging out, you could do that. You didn't have to come to school to do that.
Yeah.
So, I didn't understand it. I used to want to go to class and do what I had to do so I could get the hell out of there and then do what I wanted to do. It's like fun ain't fun till the work get done. That's my philosophy.
Ice Cube. I want to ask you something because I've been watching you and Gene Simmons go back and forth about. First of all, I think it's kind of personally disrespectful while you guys enjoy this moment being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. somebody to question your legitimacy.
Yeah.
You know? Not that it matters because
It don't.
he don't define who you are.
Yeah, he don't.
But that's kind of what the culture has always rap, hip hop has always faced. You know,
Yeah.
people trying to define to us what we are. But I loved your explanation of why hip hop is here to stay and then should be inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and what rock and roll truly is at the core of it. Can you explain that too? for
Yeah,
those
I
who
mean, rock and roll is not even rock and roll.
Talk about it.
Rock and roll is something that developed because of the rock and roll spirit of blues players back in the day, and probably before that. That's just when I'm locking into it. But the blues, took it to another level, and then you had jazz, you had bebop, you had soul, R&B, then rock and roll, then heavy metal, then punk rock, and then hip hop. So what connects us all is a spirit. It's not a guitar, because rock and roll wasn't even started with a guitar. It was started with a piano. It was started with horn sections. That's where rock and roll started, with Little Richard, Chubby Checker, and I'm forgetting one more. Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where rock and roll started. And so for somebody to come out and say we don't belong and their Johnny come latelys on the scene, they damn self, then I just feel like they're wrong about that. I respect Gene Simmons. He's actually an OG in the game. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he's wrong on this subject. And I just think it's whack for you to try to keep somebody out of the Hall of Fame, and they got a 25-year career of earning it, and the people have spoken. So, it's nothing he can do to dampen my spirits about it, because I really wasn't worried about his opinion before he said it, so I'm not gonna worry about it after he said it.
Ice Cube, ladies and gentlemen, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shit.
Go ahead, Sam. Talk about it.
That's real.
Sarah ready to
I
get.
just did a movie
got
with
heated.
Gene Simmons, and I didn't even know that. I wish I'd have known that. I'm sitting over here like this in awe, like, what?
I mean, I met him a couple
You talk
times.
about Ice Cube.
I met him a couple
dog.
times. He's actually a cool dude. You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
he's just wrong on this
I had that
subject.
conversation with him.
He's wrong on this subject matter.
He's
period.
very outspoken. We've had him
Yeah.
on the show. He comes up on the show regularly. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can sit
nah.
up and argue with him, and then afterwards he'll hug you and kiss you.
He kind of like Eddie in the bar. Gene sometimes he just say stuff.
A
Just
white Eddie.
Yeah, he just want to push your button though. Like
Yeah.
it's like he was like that on the set too. He'll just say stuff. You be like, what?
Yeah, I mean, to put it honestly, Jimi Hendrix really taught them how to use that thing.
Yeah.
That electric guitar.
Well, he made a comment. He said until Jimi Hendrix is inducted in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, and
Like, where the hell hip hop? Where the
Hip Hop
hell?
Hall of Fame? I'm like, well, where is
Hip Hop Hall of
But
Fame at?
if there was one, people like Gwen McCrae or people like James Brown, or
They in
people
there.
like Jimi Hendrix, or
And these are the people we sample.
Yeah,
Of course
exactly.
they in there. Of
Yeah.
course they in there. So, if he help us get one, we'll put him in there. If he help us put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Tell him to go and put that money up. They got a lot of
But it's
a lot of
like,
that kiss money.
I think you marginalize it. Sound like you try to make whatever rock and roll be this very specific thing when like to Cube's point, it's not. Which is the same thing I think that everybody felt about the Straight Outta Compton movie is that this year when people were so upset about the Oscars and all that, it was because the movie was being put in this rap category. When it was like, nah, man, that was a culture movie. That movie showed how a certain genre of music and these kids moved the culture along, and you got to see that in the filmmaking, and you got to honor that, not go, oh, it's a rap movie.
Right.
That was unfair. That's what people was upset about.
And what's crazy, we don't get a lot of cracks at it. If you ask the most black movies or movies produced by black people, are rarely up to $28-30 million. Most of these movies are done for 25 or less. So just having a crack at it and not being able to, to get up in there or to get recognized on that level is what I think upset, a lot of Hollywood, a lot of people who really know what's going on in the industry.
Straight
you
out.
got Straight Outta Compton. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. You got Straight Outta Compton, a $28 million movie. That's going up against movies like The Revenant or whatever. That's $140 million movie, $160 million to make. It's like, how could you really compete? But we did compete, and that's why we was upset, because it's like, yo, we competed on this level and still got shut out, and we don't get too many cracks at it.
And I'd just like to add, and it was everything about the movie that was amazing. I think that's what hurt the most. It was the performances, it was the story, it was the storytelling, the direction, the production. It really, like, for me, I when I went to see it, I was really blown away. And I went with an audience that was multicultural, and we were really all blown away, because I mean, it was, even if I didn't know who the group was before I went, I was just blown away by the movie, but to really be a part of what you saw, it was, so it was like you felt that movie. Like,
We saying that to say that Barbershop the next cut, she'll be nominated. Start that right now. Let's start our campaign to let people know we upset.
Yeah.
Don't trip.
Very upset.
Don't trip. You're gonna see the movie. It's great storytelling, it's great performances, all those things. So if we not there and being talked about, just know.
That's just
Just
No,
know.
I'm not
It's on
threatening.
the pop.
I'm not. Just,
All right.
Hey.
Let's give the cast a round of applause, man. Give it up for Cedric the Entertainer. Give it up for Eve, Regina Hall, Ice Cube, the homie Common, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and thank you for tuning in. We'll be back on the air tomorrow morning. Thank you guys for coming by.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
And make
you.
sure you watch the movie this Friday. Take the family.
Yes.
There's something that you want the entire family to see. Take your friends, even if you got rivals. Take them with you. I promise
I
you.
mean, you could take mama, you can take everybody. Grandma, they
Everybody,
can handle
family
it. It ain't too. It ain't too rough for anybody in your
Fill
family.
up a whole church van.
Yeah, fill it up.
Church fan.
Fill it up.
The burgundy one.
Okay, there you have it. Thank you for tuning in to Sirius XM Shade 45. We'll check for you guys tomorrow morning. Until then, we have nothing left to say.
Yeah.
You've been listening to another subscriber exclusive, Sirius XM's Town Hall with the cast of Barbershop, The Next Cut.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.
Kilo.